Hey y'all, so I welcome you all today here, and so as we all know that uh, this is my very first session, or you can say a very first hands-on, where I will be telling you how to scrape a website from scratch, and that too using Python. So I will just start right away without wasting any more time. So here's my little intro that yeah, I'm Apurv Goyal. I love working on web technologies and that too with Python. So I have been working on web scraping and its related technologies for like quite a long time. So what we are going to learn today. So basically what we are going to do today is that I have created a web scraper for this particular page, that is for Coursera. What we will be doing today is that we will be scraping these topics that we have got after searching for the query Python. So we will be scraping these details about this particular topic, that is the headline and the partner that is offering this particular course. Here it is University of Michigan, and so on. So let's see how we have to do this. And I have already prepared the code for this. Initially I was thinking to take this as a hands-on, but that would have taken a lot of time, and so I have created the code for you. But don't worry, I will be explaining it in depth, so just stay connected. Yeah, so here I have my code. So what is basically web scraping? Before coming to the code, basically web scraping is getting content from a website. So it can be any website, and today I have chosen this particular website, Coursera. So you can choose any of the website you want and you can get the content from there. So web scraping helps in generating data, collecting data from a lot of sources from the internet, and since data is like really valuable in today's time, so it is a main concern for ML practitioners and those who are working on different ML models to get the data. And there are a lot of like Kaggle competitions that are held to like collect data and just clean that particular data. So like you can get any sort of data using web scraping. And today what we have done is, like, I have created a script where we will be using Python's framework Selenium to scrape a website, like the page you are seeing right now. And yeah, so first of all, what we need before like going through the code. So before this, first you need to check your Chrome browser. Like I am using Chrome browser, and it's preferable if you use the same. And you have to check that what is the version of your Chrome browser. So you can simply just go here and click on help about Google Chrome. Here you will find your version of Google Chrome, as you can see. So this is the official build version for my Google Chrome. So why I am searching for this? Because you have to download a driver. Driver is simply software that is similar to Chrome. We will be downloading Chrome driver. There are different drivers for Firefox, for Opera, and different browsers. So we are using Chrome driver today. So it helps us to scrape a website in real time. So you will get to know what that means. But before that, let us see how to install a Chrome driver. So simply what you have to do, you will search Chrome driver, and since I'm using Linux, you can search for Windows if you are using on Windows. And from this website, chromedriver.chromium.org, you can check the version that is same as this. So mine is 87.0.4 to 80, etc. So this is the version that satisfies this Chrome version of mine. So I will download a Chrome driver linux64.zip folder, while you can download for Win32, that is for Windows, or Mac if you are using Mac. So once you download this, let me show you how it looks. So it's not much big, it's just 5.3 MB here. And yeah, so I had already downloaded this, so you can just see that once it is downloaded. So let me open that. So you will find once you unzip this folder, you will find this particular file. This is the main file that runs the Chrome driver for us whenever we are using our Selenium script. So you can use this Chrome driver for the Selenium script. So yeah, back to the code. Basically, we will be using the Chrome driver to scrape the website in real time. So let me show you how the code is working right now. But I will first go through the code and then show you the working so that you get an idea of what's happening, right? So yeah, let me run this code for you. Okay, so once sorry, I will first to show that properly, I will remove this, like comment this first, and then I will run the code. So you can see it has opened a window. This window is nothing but the same Chrome driver you have installed, and it has opened this particular website. Now something is going behind, something magical, something really interesting, and soon you will get the results. And yeah, here's done. In just 17 seconds it has scraped like 10 of the items here. So let's see what it has scraped. Whatever is scraped, I have saved it in JSON form, and like here you will find that. So this is what it has scraped. So it is not in the prettified format yet, but yeah. So basically what I'm scraping today is back to here, this title and the university which is offering this particular course. So I first import WebDriver from Selenium, then I import WebDriver wait. This is a module that will help us give some time to the WebDriver to load, and I have imported the time module and the JSON module. So I have defined a function get courses and passed the path. So path of the Chrome driver, it can be anything based on where you have saved your Chrome driver, right? So I have saved my Chrome driver here. So this is the root directory. As you can see in the root directory, here is this Coursera course script, and here is this Chrome driver Linux folder. So that is why I have given this particular you can say path. Well, so I have passed this particular path in this function get courses path, and then what I have done is here I have simply defined a dictionary. So basically it is a data dictionary where I will be storing whatever I scrape to later save that in a JSON folder. Well, for my it's my way of writing code, so I just check well how much time my code is taking to scrape some data. So I use the time module here. So what this time.time is doing, it is simply getting the time when the scraping starts. So yeah, this is time of start of code, right? Then I defined a list here in this dictionary. So dictionary is data. In that I use a key courses, and the key course contains a list. So this is done. The next thing is options. So what are WebDriver.Chrome options? So basically these are some Chrome options that are used to specify how our Chrome driver should work. So whether if we want Chrome driver to open in incognito mode, it will open in incognito mode. We want it to ignore any certificate errors, like any website certificate errors. So we use this particular option here too. So these are basically some options that we usually use, and even if you don't use them, the code will work pretty fine. You won't face any errors. But I prefer using them because while you host, if you just push this code on some development on some production server, so there you definitely need this particular thing. Like you need these options so that your code works fine on some production server when you host your website or something like that which contains this web scraping code. Now here I have passed the URL. So what is the URL? So I have created a URL, you can say a variable with this particular URL coursera.org, etc. When that's done, what I have done is, like, I have used webdriver.chrome. So WebDriver module I had already imported here, as you can see. So now I have used webdriver.chrome to pass the executable path. So path is the same that have passed, it is the Chrome driver path, and options are the options that I have defined here, which will be enabled when the driver will run. Then I have used WebDriver wait, so as to wait for this much time till my WebDriver loads. Okay, so you might be seeing that I have used try except cases everywhere. The only reason to use try except cases is that try except cases help us to catch any errors. So I have used a try while using driver.get URL. What it will do, it will simply like open the website in the Chrome driver. You can say Chrome driver, or it will open the website or the obviously the URL you have passed here in the Chrome driver. So then I have used time.sleep so as to wait for the website to load, because website can contains heavy CSS or JavaScript, so that takes time to load based on the internet bandwidth. So I have used time.sleep and 5, that is 5 seconds. So my code will pause for 5 seconds, and then after 5 seconds it will continue. Now comes the main thing. What I have done here is, let us get back to the code. Now here on this particular website, you have to right click inspect, which you can alternatively get from Ctrl+Shift+I, and then here if you can see the code, so let me zoom that for you. Yep. So now we have to find a way to reach here, to first reach to this University of Michigan, and then to this title. But how? So in Selenium or in any other module that is used for web scraping, such as request, beautiful soup, we use class names. So the class names as defined here, or the tag name or ID for a particular tag to reach a particular position. So here what I have done is, in my code I have used driver.findElement by class name, AIS infinite hits. What this means is, in this whole code it will search for a tag, for HTML tag that has this particular class name, what I have defined here. So let us see whether we have that or not. So here you can see I have highlighted this. So this is the class name that I have searched for. Why? Because this class name is most optimum for me. So you will see when I highlight it, when I like hover over it, my whole list gets highlighted. That means the whole list is contained in this particular code, right? In this particular tag. Then I save this in codes class variable. So driver.findElement by class name, and I saved it in codes class variable. I have used an exception, so if I face any errors, if it is not able to find any element with this class name, it will throw an error and continue. So yeah, this is what I have done till now, so as to reach like ultimately reach my main target. Then as you can see here in the code, let's come back here, in this HTML code, you can see in this div tag where we have already reached using the class name, there is a unordered list, and under that is the list tags. The list tags are given as follows. Here each list tag refers to particular course. So you can see as soon as I hover on a particular list tag, it highlights that particular course. Now what we have to do, through this unordered list, we have to reach this list. In this list we have to first reach to card info. In card info we will have the name of partner name, that is University of Michigan, and the name of the course, that is Python for everybody. So for this, for reaching there, what I have done, first I have reached to the main class name AIS infinite hits. So let me split my screen to make it look better. So you can see here I have the class name as AIS infinite hits. Here I have used the same thing, so I will decrease the font to 20 for now. So then I have used this UO list. So UO list variable is basically storing the tag name UL, a reference to the tag name UL under this class name AIS infinite hits. So you can see under this AIS infinite hits is the UL tag. So basically this UO list variable is referring to this unordered list tag in this HTML code. Then further I use this reference to find the elements. So please notice here, till now we were finding element. What element does is find element simply stores the reference to the very first occurrence of that particular tag or class we have passed, while find elements return a list of such tag names. So it will return a list of all the allied tag names under the unordered list. So it will return a reference to all these list tags as you are seeing here. So I have stored this in list items variable, all the reference to the I have stored this in a list. Okay, so all these references to all the allied tags, which I will later use to extract the information. Then I have stored the length of the list, that is the number of courses here, or you can say the number of list items, and I have used a count variable. So you will get to know why I have used this later on. Then I iterate over each and every list tag. So first I will go over this, then this, then this, so that I can get information from each of the tag one by one. So in this item, in this list tag, item is basically referring to li tag, first li tag here, when the loop runs for the first time. So it will find the element by class name card info. So card info, why card info? So basically in this li class there is a class named card info. So why I have chosen this class? Because this class directly contains all what I need. So you can see as it highlights here, it contains this particular text. So I just jump over this particular class using find element by class info, class name, which is named as card info. Then in this item card, I find an element named with the tag name h2. Why h2? Because h2 is basically the only tag name under this div tag, under this class name, and since h2 is the only tag here under this class, I simply refer to the h2 tag and use dot text. Dot text will grab the you can say the text of this particular tag, h2 tag. So h2 tag has the text Python for everybody, so it will grab this text Python for everybody. So while I was writing the code, I have used these print statements to keep checking if it is working fine or not. Then using the same item card variable here, the same item card variable in my code, which is referring to card info, I have then used dot find element by class name partner name. So I am finding a class which is named as partner name. So here you can see the partner name class. So it is referring to the course, to the university that is offering the course, and then I extract the text from this tag, the tag which contains the class attribute partner name. So once done, I know that I have extracted this course name and the course partner name. Then I append these information as a dictionary in my data dictionary. So in the data dictionary, initially you saw I created a key with the name courses, and the courses were referring to a list. I append to the list, and the what I append to the list, I append to the list this dictionary, which contains the key name and the value course name. The value course name I have scripted here, and the key offered by, and the variable course partner. So this is the main logic behind whole of the code. So by now my whole like these data has like over each of the loop, it will go through each of the li tag, and while going through each of the li tag, it will store these information, that is the course name and the course partner name. So what I have done here is I have just done some calculation to keep a track of time, like how much time is being taken for scraping each data. So well, you can see that later on, and I will provide the code in the description, so keep a check on that. And then I will just dump my data using the JSON module. I will open a file named as data.json in write format as given here, and then I will use json.dump data, f. So the data is stored in the variable data will be dumped to the file f, and then I will use driver.quit to quit my driver. So I hope you have understood each and everything, and if you haven't, please write in the comments below, or just go through the code. It is open source, and see how it is working. I will be adding doc strings to this code pretty soon. So yeah, so now I have used driver.quit, and the driver just quits when this whole data is dumped into the JSON file. So I will run this code for you once again, and you can see it's working. So here the website is opened up, and it is like the code has went to sleep, and as you can see, now it will scrape the data from this whole website, and that will be printed here. So yeah, 1 out of 10 is scraped, 2 out of 10 is scraped. So basically I have got the data in this data.json file, the name Python for everybody, and the course offered by University of Michigan, and then the name Python 3 programming offered by University of Michigan. Therefore, in similar pattern, you can find other data as well, the rating, and also this number of students, the type of course, that is whether it is for beginner or professional, or it is intermediate or difficult or mixed. So this is basically a web scraping tutorial that like I have made this code to show you how you can use Selenium for scraping a particular website. So yeah, that's it for today, and if you want, you can connect me on LinkedIn, my Twitter or Instagram. So this is how my LinkedIn looks like, and I will provide the my social handle links in the description as well. So yeah, yes, so thanks a lot everyone. It was great time, yeah. So bye bye, take care, and have a nice day. Yeah.